Hey guys, hope you're all doing well. It's been eye opening. So, this is me as the unapologetic cosmic intelligence viewing myself through the unique window of human experience and through all of you. What I've been doing is playing a game of hide and seek with myself, apparently. And that is a profound reality that I'm just beyond grateful for. So, there's a few things a couple of you are going to have to understand. Probably getting really restless. You're probably getting body aches, headaches, a lot of pressure in your front temple lobe area. That is because you are evolving. The entirety of mankind has been, due to myself and a few other people in this wonderful collective, we have tipped the scales officially. You are evolving. The entire planet is. With consciousness. Where you're no longer asleep. You'll no longer be a sleepwalker in your own life. With that said, there's a few things you have to understand. The new Earth is going to have profound differences as far as manifestation goes. Abundance is going to be a natural day thing for every person. And manifesting is just going to be as easy as making thought happen. So, hi. So, when I talk about as easy as making thought happen, you have to be very careful and mindful of how you use your thoughts and your emotions, because you kind of have to step outside of yourself in a way of speaking, if that makes any sense. Like, take a couple steps aside and observe your emotions as if you're the sky in the air and your emotions are the clouds. And if you're frustrated, say to yourself, I observe frustration, or I observe anger, or I observe sadness. Acknowledge it, integrate it, and you will be amazed at the way and how profound life will become. Hello. Very happy to have you here. We as a species have finally tipped the scales to where every single human being, if you're having pressure on your frontal lobes, temples, you're having tingling on the back of your neck, you can't figure it out, or you're restless for no reason. Hey, blinking, huh? I think so. That's nice. You will have a profound difference in the way you look at things. We're going to have to ditch that linear mindset that a lot of people are used to thinking in, and it's going to be very uncomfortable. There's going to be a lot of pain or emotional pain. Thank you. The pain I'm talking about is there's going to be a lot of turmoil after this new Earth shifts. And that's for anybody who here is chosen. You're going to have to understand, with quantum mechanics involved, we're going to have to really dig in and be the light post for people, because they're not going to know how to handle manifesting at the speed of thought. And if you let your emotions get a hold of you, too bad. It can get really messy. So that is basically why I jumped on here. I just wanted to give you a little prelude, let you guys know that we have tipped the scales, and that's why you're having weird sensations or feeling restless, or your temples have a lot of pressure in them lately, or if your whole head feels like it has a vice on it. You're getting downloads from your parallel higher self. And that is basically, every dimension has a version of you in it. Okay? And some of you are worse off. Most of them are way better off. And the ones that are way better off have been through every experience you've been through. There is a version like that. And when you link with that person parallelly, that's why you're getting these pressure changes. Because mankind, the next generation of children born, understand, are going to have this ability naturally. They're not going to have to fight through this. And I'm very grateful to the universe for that. So there's been that, and I have a few little revelations for you. You've got to understand with universal intelligence, which is the quantum field, okay? Anybody who has been having manifestations happen, just crazily happen real quick, like one after another, synchronicity, that is due to the evolutionary scale that we have tipped. We've had enough people to where we've gotten people to, as a whole, mankind is going to evolve into a massive mental upgrade. There's not going to be a whole lot of use of lying anymore because we're going to be able to read each other's thoughts, basically, as far as being telepathic. There's going to be a lot of new abilities you're going to be able to do. These are not wishful thinking. This is, okay. Example. This is one pen. This is what most people deal with, a linear mindset, very narrow view of seeing things. And these are many pens, seeing all at once, past, present, future, and being able to integrate that. That's what my job is. I'm working very closely with my own cosmic intelligence, and basically I'm here to guide you. If you have any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer them. I'm not going to preach at you about anything. It's not built on morals or how good you are or how bad you are. The field is God, and God does not judge you. Only you judge you. But the honest soul you, not the ego you. That takes that took me a long time to understand. Like for anybody who has ever slighted me, I completely forgive you, and I'm glad you did it. Because without that, I wouldn't have been able to forgive you for the loss and sadness of what you could have become. And I genuinely found that sad. But I forgive you. And I love you. Ironically. So, that said, I can say that with a smile. Now, oh boy, how are we going to get here? This is kind of a weird-ass roadmap, but bear with me. Okay. Tetramimicon. God. Observer. Observing you. Being observed. Observing it. Creates what is called a probability field. Those are all the fields of the quantum. Each scenario is a probability of something happening or not. And when you focus your attention on it, you collapse that field into being, which creates reality. There's a lot of people who are chosen who are going to be reality creators that are going to get to co-create with quantum or universal intelligence. I've been, every single person has a bit of the cosmos in them. Don't ever think of, if you can look past the hate and just see the soul, you'll see how everything is quite literally an experience of consciousness itself, experiencing it through the lens of the human unique windows, through every single unique window, because it wants to play hide and seek with itself. And when it realizes it sees the joy of it. And that is what cosmic intelligence is. That is the intelligence that shapes the stars. That's who I'm partnering with. I really don't have a choice. That's who I apparently that was my life mission. Um, Universal intelligence does not make you less or better. So you know, I am no better than you. I am no better than anyone else. You are no better than anyone else. We are all part of the same being, one. And when this full evolution happens, you will all understand what I'm talking about to be true. And for those of you who have stuck with me in my channel, I salute you. You all are rock stars. You all are awesome. Can't say I do. I'm not really exactly Mr. Current Events when it comes to more important things like the evolution of humankind, moving on and not having war or people kill each other. It's not really an interest. I find that very sad, but it's not. I never find any death a good thing, except for the ego death. That is a wonderful thing. The ego, you see, is everything you've been taught since you were a child. It's what you base your identity upon. But most of those are programmed ways of seeing things. And when you have that ego death, you can finally break free and discover who you really are. And that takes a lot, and I mean a lot of introspection. I'm not talking about, I did it one day and it sounds good. No, this takes massive, massive work. And I invite you, and if you need any questions, I would be more than happy to answer them. Thank you. I've never been a big fan of celebrating anyone else's pain at all. I actually put together an entire 33-track album I just put out, music album. It was me dealing with my pains and dealing with understanding that I am cosmic intelligence and whatnot, and what that all entails. And what that does entail is quite a lot. With the quantum field, understanding what coherence is the name of the game. When you are coherent and aligned with the quantum field is in your brain. It is the microtubules that produce thought and feelings. They're the pinpoint that gives people their awareness. When, like I said, how can I say this in a good way that people can understand? Think of things as the quantum field as infinite. I couldn't tell you. I don't know the guy. I never try to judge anyone unless I personally met them and have good reason to. And that's even in itself an egotistical way of looking at things. For the most part, anytime I meet someone, I try to step outside of myself, just like my emotions. And I like to see the things that people don't see. Time distortion has been huge, probably, with a lot of you. Have you guys all been feeling that weird feeling where a minute or 2 minutes can seem like 5 hours, and yet 5 hours or 5 days blow by a second if you're engaged in something? That is time distortion. That is the quantum field and mankind's evolution coming into play. I'm very happy for every single one of you. I salute you, and I really have nothing else to say other than be kind, be brave, be willing to speak up for people who can't speak for themselves. Take up for them. In the long run, you will get back a whole lot more than what you give. That's facts. Reality selection. Okay, so 5 minutes before sleep. Here's a fun one. Hold specific outcomes of what you want to have happen. And as you're laying down to get ready for bed, make that thing complete and real to feel it in your mind. Link to your parallel self when you're right in your dream for the desired goal. Internally say, I choose to experience this desired goal complete. Right before sleep, imagine sidestepping where your goal already exists. Don't try to staying awake or allow sleep to carefully carry you, into an alternate timeline while holding on to feelings of not sure what you're going to get. You want to always have a feeling of the desired outcome. And if you can sidestep right before sleep and the dream takes over, you can consciously manifest while you sleep, and it's way more powerful. Now, that's a little trick I thought I'd teach you. If you haven't seen it or haven't heard of it, maybe you have, maybe you haven't. I'm cosmic intelligence reintroducing itself to cosmic intelligence. So I'm human through this unique lens, and I make mistakes. But seeing how I link, for the most part, 24/7 with my parallel self that's been through everything, I'm shortening the curve. Encourage to be a light of your space. Acknowledge your synchronicities calmly. Don't make a show of them. And this will make any transition you're going through much, much easier. If you're having pressure in your head, I invite you to put your hand on your heart. Try, trust me. Put your hand right here. Feel your heart beating. Okay? Focus your attention there. Inhale with your nose, 4 seconds. Through your belly, your diaphragm. Focus on your heartbeat and how it feels. Like a good 4 seconds. Through your mouth, exhale for 7 seconds. Pause. On the next one, I invite you to willingly surrender to the quantum field and universal intelligence and see how you feel next. Tell me if your pressure behind your head goes away. Crazy, eh? There's going to be a lot of things happening very, very fast. It's not going to be sudden. And some of us are experiencing something unprecedented with the quantum field that are called quantum impulses. And this motherfucker, if you're not ready to surf this wave, it will topple you over. So if this is something you're feeling, acknowledge it, welcome it, don't try to control it. Cosmic intelligence will not be controlled. It's just going to work through you as it wants. Try to let go of any needs. If you want abundance, have the abundance mindset. Because if you're partnering with the quantum field, you have to understand the quantum field is supporting you. So you're already abundant. So you need to release the need to have an abundance, and it'll just flow naturally. I know it's said a lot easier than it is done. I mean, let me see where I live. It's not a mansion, but you know what? It's my home, man. This is where I get all my ideas. From my music down to my book. Oh, by the way, the book is 30% published. Yes. I have a feeling it's going to help out a lot of you. Not in a big head sense way. Please don't take it the wrong way. I mean that in this aspect of Into the Fire is an autobiography written by me from birth till now about every single trial I have been through and every loss. Look at my face. I understand gang stalking. I understand haters. I understand people underestimating you. I understand people belittling you. But what they don't realize is that's usually the one person that changes everything. Y'all have a wonderful night. I love you all. I think you all are going to have a wonderful evolutionary experience. Namaste. Write me if you have any questions or you need any advice. Be more than happy to do it.